Assalamu alaikum students, welcome back. This is our lecture number 13 regarding electrochemistry. बेटा आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है that is about a law that is known as Kohl-Rausch's law. See, previous lecture में बेटा हमने देखा strong electrolytes का जो plot है molar conductivity versus concentration or under root of concentration based on an equation known as d by Haeckel-Onsager equation. वहाँ पे बेटा हमने देखा लोअर कॉन्सेंट्रेशन पे हमें एक स्ट्रेट लाइन मिलती है. जैसे हम प्लॉट करते हैं मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट कॉन्सेंट्रेशन C विथ रेस्पेक्ट टू द अंडर रूट ऑफ कॉन्सेंट्रेशन. इसी लेक्चर में बेटा हमने बोला था स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स में अगर हम इस ग्राफ को एक्स्ट्रापोलेट करेंगे, एक्स्ट्रापोलेशन के बाद ये लाइन मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एक्सिस को एक पॉइंट पे टच करेगी और वहाँ पे हमें वैल्यू ऑफ मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन और मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट जीरो कॉन्सेंट्रेशन ऑब्टेन होगा. दूसरी तरफ वीक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स में बेटा हमने देखा है मोलर कंडक्टिविटी को अगर हम कॉन्सेंट्रेशन के साथ प्लॉट करेंगे ऑन वाई एंड एक्स एक्सिस, वी गेट ए प्लॉट ऑफ दिस टाइप वेयर वी हैव सीन दैट towards the lower concentration the curve runs parallel to the molar conductivity axis and this will never touch the molar conductivity axis and hence we cannot obtain the value of the molar conductivity at infinite dilution for a weak electrolyte. This we have seen in our previous lecture. So अगर conclusion हम निकालेंगे, हमने अभी तक बेटा देखा है स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स के लिए it is possible to calculate the value of molar conductivity at infinite dilution graphically, but it is not possible to calculate the value of the molar conductivity at infinite dilution for a weak electrolyte. उसके बाद हमने बोला था that there arises a question of how to obtain the value of the molar conductivity at infinite dilution for a weak electrolyte. So, इस क्वेश्चन का जवाब हमें इस टॉपिक में आज मिलने वाला है which is known as Kohl-Rausch's law. बेटा मैं थोड़ा आपको ब्रीफिंग करूंगा पहले. So before we come to the statement of Kohl-Rausch's law, Kohl-Rausch ने क्या किया? He selected electrolytes in pairs. लेकिन ऐसे electrolytes which had common cation or which had common anion. मैं फिर से बोल रहा हूं, कोहराश ने ऐसे इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स को सिलेक्ट किया बट इन पेयर्स दोज इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स व्हिच ईदर possessed a common cation or a common anion. Then he calculated the value of molar conductivity at infinite dilution for these electrolytes at temperature 298 Kelvin. And ultimately he found out the difference in the molar conductivity. The difference in the molar conductivity is at infinite dilution. Please concentrate here. Say for example, we have a pair of electrolytes KCl and NaCl. This is first pair of electrolyte. Now this pair of electrolytes possesses a common anion, that is Cl negative ion. Likewise, we have one more pair of electrolytes, that is KBr, potassium bromide and sodium bromide. These again have common anion, that is Br negative ion. We can select a third pair of electrolyte where we have common cation, say for example KBr and KCl. This is one more pair of electrolytes having common cation, that is K positive ion. In first case and second case we have common anion. So these are all strong electrolytes because these are salts, and we know that inorganic salts are the strong electrolytes. तो बेटा कोहराश ने इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स को सिलेक्ट किया इन पेयर्स, लेकिन ऐसे स्ट्रॉन्ग इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स विच हैड कॉमन कैटायन और कॉमन एनायन, फिर उन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स का मोलर कंडक्टिविटी कैलकुलेट किया एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन। जैसे KCl में मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन 298 केल्विन टेम्परेचर पे इसका वैल्यू है 149.86। NaCl सोडियम क्लोराइड के लिए जो वैल्यू है दैट इज 126.45। Then if we see the difference in the molar conductivities at infinite dilution for this pair of electrolytes, that will come out to be 23.41। बेटा इसी तरह KBr and NaBr ये भी एक पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स है, इनमें भी कॉमन एनियन है Br नेगेटिव आयन। इसका मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन अगर इसका वैल्यू देखेंगे दैट इज इक्वल टू 151.92। सिमिलरली NaBr के लिए अगर हम वैल्यू देखेंगे दैट इज इक्वल टू 126.51। Now when we see the difference in the molar conductivities of this pair of electrolytes, that is again 23.41। मैं पहले आपको कोहराश का एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिजल्ट दिखाऊंगा, फिर वहां से हम देखेंगे कोहराश ने क्या कंक्लूजन निकाला। कंक्लूजन से हमें स्टेटमेंट मिलेगा इन द फॉर्म ऑफ ए लॉ दैट इज नोन एज कोहराश's लॉ। now देखिए, this is first pair of electrolytes, this is second pair of electrolytes, and this is third pair of electrolytes. Now see the value of the molar conductivity of KBr, that is equal to 151.92. Similarly for KCl the value is equal to 149.86. Then if we see the difference in the molar conductivities, this will come out to be 2.06. We can select one more pair of electrolytes, that is NaBr and NaCl. चलिए मैं यहाँ पे लिखता हूँ। Similarly, if I select NaBr and NaCl, then see there molar conductivity is at infinite dilution. The values are 126.51. मैं यहाँ पे लिखूँगा this is 126.51 and the value for NaCl is this is 128. So the value is 128.51 and here we have 126.45. Then if you see the difference is again 2.06. This is the difference. This is molar conductivity at infinite dilution and this is the pair of electrolytes. ध्यान यहाँ पे आप ध्यान देंगे, कोहराश selected electrolytes in pairs। ऐसे इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स बेटा जिनमें कॉमन कैटायन होगा या कॉमन एनायन, जैसे फॉर द एग्जांपल वी हैव द फर्स्ट पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स, दीज पोजेस कॉमन एनायन दैट इज Cl नेगेटिव आयन। सेकंड पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स में भी कॉमन एनायन है दैट इज Br नेगेटिव आयन। थर्ड पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स में कॉमन कैटायन है दैट इज K पॉजिटिव आयन। फोर्थ पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स में भी कॉमन कैटायन है दैट इज Na पॉजिटिव आयन। सो फ्रॉम दिस एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिजल्ट और फ्रॉम दिस टेबल हम एक कंक्लूजन निकालते हैं। कौन सा कंक्लूजन के सोडियम और पोटेशियम साल्ट्स, मेरी बात को समझ लीजिए, सोडियम और दिस इज साल्ट ऑफ पोटेशियम, दिस इज साल्ट ऑफ पोटेशियम, दिस इज साल्ट ऑफ सोडियम एंड दिस इज साल्ट ऑफ सोडियम। The salts of sodium and potassium which possess either common cation or common anion. Here we have common anions. Their difference in molar conductivity at infinite dilution is same. The value is 23.41. From third one and this fourth pair of electrolytes, we see these are again the salts of potassium and sodium having common cation. So the salts of sodium and potassium having common cation it is observed that the difference in the molar conductivities at infinite dilution is again same, that is equal to 2.06. So this is what Kohlrausch observed, or what Kohlrausch practically observed in his experiments. बेटा इस एक्सपेरिमेंट या इस टेबल के बुनियाद पे कोहराश ने एक कंक्लूजन निकाला. मैं वो कंक्लूजन यहां पे लिखूंगा. कोहराश ने एक कंक्लूजन निकाला. वो कंक्लूजन मैं पहले बोलूंगा फिर हम यहां पे लिखेंगे कि एक इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में जो आयन होती है, वेदर दैट इज कैटायन और एन एनायन, उसका एक डेफिनिट कंट्रीब्यूशन होता है टुवर्ड्स द टोटल मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन फॉर एन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट. मैं यहां पे लिखूंगा द कंक्लूजन व्हाट कोहराश डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम हिज एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिजल्ट इज दैट देयर इज a definite contribution. There is a definite contribution of an ion towards the total molar conductivity, at infinite dilution, of an electrolyte. अब इसके बाद जो मैं लिखने जा रहा हूं दैट इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट. irrespective of the nature of ion, irrespective of the nature of opposite ion, irrespective of the nature of opposite ion. This is what Kohlrausch concluded from his experimental result. Every ion, whether that is positively charged or negatively charged, has a definite contribution that contributes towards the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution of an electrolyte, but that contribution is definite, that is particular, and that does not depend on the nature of the opposite ion. मैं अगर इस बात को समझाना चाहूंगा, see we will select a pair of electrolytes. Say we have NaCl. NaCl is an electrolyte, sodium chloride. See we have other electrolyte that is potassium chloride, KCl. इस इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में भी Cl नेगेटिव आयन है, इस इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में भी Cl नेगेटिव आयन है, जैसे कि मैंने पहले ही एग्जांपल यहां पे लिखी थी टेबल में. सो Cl नेगेटिव आयन का कंट्रीब्यूशन टुवर्ड्स द टोटल मोलर कंडक्टिविटी इन बोथ द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स विल बी सेम. आप इस बात को समझ लीजिए. दिस इज द कंक्लूजन दैट हैज बीन डिराइव्ड फ्रॉम द एक्सपेरिमेंटल रिजल्ट ऑफ कोहराश, stating that every ion, let me select one of the ions here, that is the contribution of Cl negative ion towards the total molar conductivity of NaCl is same as the contribution of the Cl negative ion towards the total molar conductivity of potassium chloride at infinite dilution. So it does not depend on the nature of the oppositely charged ion. Cl negative ion के साथ Na positive ion bound है, Cl negative ion के साथ K positive ion bound है. It makes no difference in the contribution of Cl negative ion towards the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution for NaCl as well as KCl. जैसे मैं समझाना चाहूँ, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर मैं बोलूँगा Cl नेगेटिव आयन का कंट्रीब्यूशन, सपोज Cl negative ion का contribution towards total molar conductivity at infinite dilution in NaCl sodium chloride, that is equal to x1. Then as per this conclusion, this Cl negative ion makes a contribution towards the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution in potassium chloride KCl, that is again equal to x1. So it is independent of the nature of the oppositely charged ion. It makes a definite contribution. This value is particular. Whether Cl negative ion is linked to Na positive ion, whether Cl negative ion is linked to K positive ion, whether Cl negative ion is linked to some other cation, this Cl negative ion will always make a definite contribution towards the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution for an electrolyte. So this is what Kohlrausch concluded. And this contribution of a particular ion, see, if you want to understand this by citing one more example, if I select a pair of electrolytes, say we have NaCl and NaBr, here as per this conclusion we can state that the contribution of Na positive ion towards the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution for Cl negative, this NaCl in NaCl, मैं ऐसे लिखूंगा, the contribution of Na positive ion towards the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution in sodium chloride, if suppose that is equal to x2, then there will be a contribution of Na positive ion towards the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution in NaBr, and that value will again be equal to x2. It does not depend on whether this Na positive ion, it is independent of the fact that whether this Na positive ion is bound to Cl negative ion or Br negative ion. This Na positive ion will make a particular contribution, a definite contribution, a constant contribution towards the molar conductivity of an electrolyte at infinite dilution. I hope you are very much capable of understanding this conclusion, that there is a definite contribution. This is the conclusion what has been derived from the table, or what has been derived from the experimental result. And then further Kohlrausch states that this contribution, ये जो ये contribution है एक ion का towards the total molar conductivity, मैं यहाँ पे लिखूंगा this contribution of an ion, this contribution of an ion, whether positively charged or negatively charged, ठीक, towards the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution, this is known as molar ionic conductivity. This is known as molar ionic conductivity, or you can also name it as limiting ionic conductivity, and this is denoted by this sign. This represents me the molar ionic conductivity at infinite dilution of cation, or this, and this represents me the molar ionic conductivity of anion. This is for cation. This is the molar ionic conductivity of cation, and this is the molar ionic conductivity of anion. And for a particular ion, the contribution towards the total molar conductivity is definite, and that is known as molar ionic conductivity or limiting ionic conductivity, and this value is definite, this value is particular. Chaliye, so this is the conclusion that has been derived from the experimental result. Now on the basis of this conclusion, Kohlrausch came up with a generalization, came up with a rule. That rule is known as, or that law is known as Kohlrausch's law. बेटा Kohlrausch's law का statement हम last में बोलेंगे. First we will select electrolytes. Say again, I am selecting an electrolyte. This electrolyte is NaCl. मैं दो types of electrolytes की बात करूँगा. Then we will come up with the statement of Kohlrausch's law. One type of electrolytes जो मैं first case में select करूँगा, that will be a 1:1 electrolyte. 1:1 electrolyte. दूसरे केस में जो हम इलेक्ट्रोलाइट लेंगे, that will be X:Y, meaning that by 1:2, 2:3, 3:4 or 2:1. But in the first case we will select an electrolyte of the type 1:1, meaning that the ratio of the cations and anions in formula unit will be equal to 1:1. Beta, molar conductivity at infinite dilution of NaCl as per Kohlrausch is then equal to the limiting ionic conductivity or molar ionic conductivity at infinite dilution of any positive ion plus the limiting ionic conductivity or what we call as molar ionic conductivity of anion, which is here Cl negative ion. This is in case of 1:1 electrolyte. And this will give me the statement of Kohlrausch's law. 1:1 electrolyte, where we have the ratio of positively charged ions and negatively charged ions equal to 1:1. ऐसे electrolytes को हम बोलेंगे 1:1 electrolytes. So 1:1 electrolytes में molar conductivity at infinite dilution का value जो है, that is equal to the sum of the molar ionic conductivities. यहाँ मैं बोलूँगा that is equal to the sum of the molar ionic conductivity of cation and the molar ionic conductivity of anion. We have selected an example of sodium chloride. So as per Kohlrausch's law, this is not the ultimate statement of Kohlrausch. So I am first selecting one type of electrolytes, what we name as 1:1 electrolytes. So in those electrolytes, the sum of, what is this? This is the molar, this is molar ionic conductivity, molar ionic conductivity of what? Of cations or cation. And what is this? This is molar ionic conductivity of anion. So in 1:1 electrolytes, the sum of molar ionic conductivities of cation and anion is equal to the total molar conductivity of the electrolyte at infinite dilution. Then if I have an electrolyte of the type AB, which is 1:1 electrolyte, and we are supposed to apply the Kohlrausch's law on it, then we can easily say A will be the cation, B will be the anion. So in most of the electrolytes, the general way of representation of an electrolyte is to first write the formula of the cation and then the formula of the anion. So on that basis, I am saying that A will be the cation, B will be the anion. Then for this 1:1 electrolyte, then we can have, what we can write is, this is equal to limiting molar conductivity or molar ionic conductivity of A positive ion plus the limiting ionic conductivity or molar ionic conductivity of anion, which is B negative ion. Now beta, we will select, I hope you have understood it. So 1:1 electrolytes में बहुत ही easy है कि molar ion, the total molar conductivity of an electrolyte, which is 1:1 electrolyte, is simply equal to the sum of the molar ionic conductivities of the cation and the anion. Now suppose we are selecting another type of electrolyte, and another type of electrolyte where the ratio of cation and anion is not equal to 1:1. For example, I have an electrolyte which is, say for example, we have aluminum sulfate, Al2SO4 whole thrice. Now this is not 1:1 electrolyte, this is 2:3 electrolyte. The ratio of cations and anions in one formula unit is equal to 2:3. So this is 2:3 electrolyte. बेटा अगर इस इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में हमें मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन का वैल्यू देखना होगा. Now this will be equal to what? It will produce me aluminum ions which are cations, and the charge of aluminum will be equal to this. ये मैंने आपको दिखाया है, ये मैंने आपको पढ़ाया भी है प्रीवियस लेक्चर्स में. इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स में हम क्या चार्ज दिखाएंगे और कितने नंबर ऑफ आयन्स ये प्रोड्यूस करेगा. इट विल प्रोड्यूस ट्वाइस L1 फॉर्मूला यूनिट ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम सल्फेट विल प्रोड्यूस 2 एल्यूमिनियम आयन्स, and every aluminum ion will have charge equal to this. So twice aluminum 3 positive ions. So this is, it is molar ionic conductivity of aluminum 3 positive ion, and this aluminum sulfate will produce me 2 aluminum ions. So plus हम यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, यहाँ पे anion कौन है, it is sulfate ion SO4 2 negative ion. कितने सल्फेट आयन्स हमें मिलेंगे, चार्ज इस पे होगा 2 नेगेटिव आयन्स. नंबर ऑफ आयन्स कितने मिलेंगे, दैट इज इक्वल टू थ्राइस. सो दिस इज इट. वी विल गेट द एक्सप्रेशन दैट इज द मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन ऑफ एल्यूमिनियम सल्फेट इज equal to sum of the molar ionic conductivities of cation and anion. Every sum of the molar conductivities of cation and anion multiplied by the corresponding number of ions produced from one formula unit of an electrolyte. Please see it here. Once again, we have aluminum sulfate. Aluminum sulfate का molar conductivity at infinite dilution, इसका वैल्यू किसके बराबर होगा, इट विल बी इक्वल टू द मोलर कंडक्टिविटी, मोलर आयोनिक कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ कैटायन प्लस द मोलर कंडक्टिविटी एट इनफाइनाइट डाइल्यूशन ऑफ एनायन. This multiplied by the number of cations produced, this multiplied by the number of anions produced from one formula unit of the electrolyte. Let me select one more example. Suppose we are asked to apply the Kohlrausch's law on an electrolyte having formula this barium hydroxide BaOH whole 2. Now again this is not 1:1 electrolyte, this is 1:2 electrolyte. But इसमें molar conductivity at infinite dilution का वैल्यू किसके बराबर होगा, it will be equal to the molar ionic conductivity of cation. cation क्या होगी यहाँ पे, बैरियम. चार्ज कितना होगा इस पे, Ba2 पॉजिटिव. नंबर ऑफ आयन्स आपको कितने मिलेंगे, इट विल बी 1. सो इट इज द मोलर आयोनिक कंडक्टिविटी ऑफ कैटायन प्लस इसमें एनियन कौन है, उसकी मोलर आयोनिक कंडक्टिविटी. हियर एनियन इज हाइड्रोक्साइड आयन OH नेगेटिव आयन. OH पे चार्ज कितना होगा, 1 नेगेटिव 1 नेगेटिव. हाँ, नंबर ऑफ आयन्स कितने मिलेंगे, दैट विल बी इक्वल टू ट्वाइस. सो दिस इज द expression of Kohlrausch's law for the total molar conductivity at infinite dilution of barium hydroxide. So in general मैं एक electrolyte select करूंगा. Electrolyte has a formula AXBY. Like we have A के बदले एल्यूमिनियम, B के बदले सल्फेट, X के बदले 2, Y के बदले 3. दूसरे इलेक्ट्रोलाइट में A के बदले बैरियम, X के बदले 1, B के बदले हाइड्रोक्साइड आयन्स, Y के बदले 2. So in general an electrolyte is represented by a formula AXBY. We can say then according to Kohlrausch's law, molar conductivity, total molar conductivity at infinite dilution for an electrolyte of the type AXBY will be equal to the molar ionic conductivity of cation. Cation क्या है then? The cation will be A. It will have a charge of this. It will be A, Y positive. Number of ions produced will be equal to X plus the molar ionic conductivity of anion. The anion is here B. Its charge will be equal to X negative, and the number of ions produced will be equal to Y. Beta, general electrolyte of the type AXBY पे अगर हम कोहर-राशिस लॉ अप्लाई करेंगे, यहां से हमें स्टेटमेंट भी मिलेगा. क्या स्टेटमेंट? The total molar conductivity at infinite dilution of an electrolyte is equal to the sum of the molar ionic conductivity of cation and anion, each multiplied by the number of ions produced from one formula unit of the electrolyte. This is one formula unit of electrolyte. It will produce me X times or X number of cations, which are obviously AY positive ions, and it will produce me Y times the negatively charged ions, which are obviously BX negative ions. So this is the statement of Kohlrausch's law. Now we will come to the statement of Kohlrausch's law. क्या स्टेटमेंट है? फिर से मैं बोल रहा हूं. The total molar conductivity at infinite dilution of an electrolyte is equal to the sum of the molar ionic conductivity of cation and anion, each multiplied by the number of ions, corresponding ions produced from one formula unit of the electrolyte.